Here's a place that really has it all. Top quality food, a very cool atmosphere, and yet it's really a casual kind of place. Brine in Newburyport is definitely Phantom approved. Steak, seafood, souffle. Sitting down for dinner and drinks at Brine in Newburyport will make you feel so good, it'll make you say, aw shucks.
Brine is an interpretation of our version of surf and turf, basically. So it's a combination of oysters and things served raw, similar to Crudo, which is the Italian interpretation of seafood. And we balance those composed dishes with prime beef and different items from butchery.
Nancy Batista Caswell is the heart, soul, and inspiration behind Brine, which has become one of the most stylish new restaurants to make waves on the North Shore.
So it's a 50-seat restaurant located right in downtown Newburyport. It's Bianca Carrera marble with aluminum and stainless wrap. It's got a play on metals that balance the brick walls and the post and beam ceiling, keeping the space really intimate but casual and certainly vibrant. You've got a combination of Marvin Gaye kind of playing in the background or some oldies. We've got the shucking oyster bar, which is just present right in the center of the space, so you can just see the oysters being shucked in front of you.
To start your meal in style, there's the Power Tower. Basically a boat full of fresh seafood served over crushed ice.
So the Power Tower is a collection of all things raw, basically, and it gives you an assortment, a good variety of oysters, whether they're East Coast versus West Coast. It also comes with different things such as shrimp cocktail, and then it also has a variety of crab or lobster for serving that as well, and little necks.
But the real specialty of the house here is Crudo, sort of the Italian answer to sashimi, mixed with various types of citrus and olive oils. Just check out this beautifully presented and perfectly seasoned halibut served with thin sliced zucchini.
It's really a dish that sets the precedent for what we're doing in the restaurant, and I think sets the tone for the dinner that's to follow.
And what follows is a full range of both surf and turf options, from a house-made sausage sandwich with crispy fries to a buttered lobster salad with cucumbers and mascarpone. There's also a beautiful plate of Arctic char over house-made tarragon fettuccine and a tender sliced sirloin steak with bone marrow bread pudding and roasted broccoli. But serious meat eaters tend to go for the prime ribeye that's butchered in-house and cut to order.
So this is actually our bone-in beef option on our menu. I personally think that the ribeye in itself is our rock star beef option off the butcher menu for sure. It basically melts in your mouth. I mean, when I say you could cut our beef with a butter knife, you can certainly do that.
The clam chowder here is silky smooth as well, even though the broth is broken up with big chunks of potatoes and pork belly. And if you really want to pig out in style, check out this dish.
It's what we refer to as beanie, bacon and egg, served with a poached egg. It's got some crispy bacon, and then we also have some oysters that we crisp up and serve on top of that, served over a tomatillo sauce. People have this dish here at the restaurant, and they actually come back to it for dessert. It's that spectacular. Fork and knife it, open it all up, and put it right in.
The actual desserts are made by a talented pastry chef who works at both Brine and their sister restaurant Saya across the street. And even though you need to order it along with your main course, the bake-to-order salted caramel souffle is worth planning ahead for.
We literally poke a hole in the center of the souffle, which kind of lets it deflate a little bit, and we fill it with the salted caramel fondue that we're putting inside. And then it just opens up and you get that smell of the salted caramel and just dive right in. But it's light, it's not heavy.
Brine might not be the cheapest place to eat, and some of the food might not be so familiar, but take one look around and take one taste, and you'll know that this is money and time well spent.
We've got a super talented team, both back of the house and front of the house, that really provides an experience that's warm and inviting. You're a part of a family when you walk through the door. It's really gratifying as well. You're changing somebody's day, you're introducing them to something new, you're putting them at ease. I pride myself on the staff that we have and the people that appreciate what we're doing here in Newburyport, and for those that take the drive up. I think that we're pushing the envelope for sure, and I think that we can certainly stand behind the product that we're putting out the door.